The 8-year war impacted Yemenis, especially children. The casualties among children have increased dramatically. Many of them have been killed or injured due to this brutal conflict. This report has more details.
7 years ago, the war raged in the country, destroying the present and future of many generations. Thousands of children paid the price of a war whose motives they do not know. Thousands of them were wounded and killed due to the Houthi group's violations against childhood in Yemen. The child Rami is entering his 5th year with the wound that accompanied him in the early days. His first dawned when a Houthi sniper spotted him and made him lose his right hand when he was only 2 years old. His father tells us the suffering of his child and how the war robbed his dream, and his tragedy was completed by neglect.
3 years ago, while we were going back home through an exposed line to the enemy, a Houthi sniper fired and targeted my son. He was severely injured. We took him immediately to the hospital, where he got his hand amputated. After, we were displaced to Ma'rib. Now, my son needs a surgery to remove this extra part of the bone.
An aging generation due to the consequences of the Houthi war that constantly harvests the branches of childhood in Yemen. The sniper machine, explosive devices, and mines are targeting childhood, and the Houthi militia proceeded to lighten the minds of children with its sectarian and racist ideas and push them to the fronts of fighting, and those who escaped got displaced from their homes and were deprived of education, health, and the right of living in a safe environment.
Tens of thousands of Yemeni children are vulnerable to starvation due to the loss of their family's income, homelessness, and the frequent displacement from one place to another. Also, because of the repeated targeting of the residential areas that made children lose their parents, exposing them to starvation and labor.
Tens of thousands of children have been killed since the beginning of the war in Yemen. According to the UNICEF report for the year 2021, 11 million children suffer from malnutrition and need urgent assistance. These numbers represent and talk about the tragic reality of childhood in Yemen at the time of the Houthi militia control. It was and still is the children and youth segment that is relied upon to build a future away from the wounds and tragedies of the past and intolerant racist ideas of the Houthi militia. However, the Houthi group has caused scars and wounds in the hearts of children and childhood in Yemen that may be too severe to recover early with the passage of days and years.